All right, so this is a review of the ACMOUNT battery jump starter, and I wanted to do this review. I didn't want to do an initial review. I wanted to do a review of actually getting some reps in with it, using using the USB capability, and also jump starting cars. So for the first couple months, I've had this about 4 months now. First couple months, it had no issues. It jumped the 4Runner, it jumped my diesel truck. And I probably got about 10 to 12 jumps off this thing because the Civic kind of sits and I don't really drive it a lot. I need to get like a maintainer for it. So I was using this quite a bit on the Civic, so a smaller engine, 4-cylinder. And for the first couple months, it worked fine. So here's the output on it. Its battery capacity is 59.2 watts. It is made in China like everything else. And it has USB ports, and it comes with, of course, the connectors to jump a battery. And it did work for the first couple months, like I said, and then all of a sudden it just stopped working. And this is something I kept in the car, so it did deal with heat and all the other stuff, the heat of Texas. But if you plug it in, it will show that it's 100% charged. You take it off and you try to turn it on, or you hook up cables, and it no longer works. Doesn't show anything, doesn't show a reading. You hook up the battery cables to jump something, it does not work, does not turn on, nothing. And this is a $55 jump pack off Amazon. So I really want to do a review on it, just to say, like, it's probably not something you want to buy, so I do not recommend buying this. And the reason for that is, like I said, it lasted maybe a couple months, and then it just completely stopped working. And the crazy thing about that is, if I left this in the car and I wasn't using it, sorry about the thunder. If I left this in the car and I wasn't using this as much, right? Like, so I was using it basically every 2 weeks or so for multiple things. And if you left this in your car and this was your backup, if you came back from somewhere, so you left your car at the airport and it's dead, this probably would have left you stranded. You would still have to find someone to jump your car, jumper cables. And it's just frustrating that a product like this that costs 55 bucks, which is not a lot, but it's also not the cheapest, it didn't last more than a couple months. So I do want to say I am not recommending someone to buy this. There's a lot better options out there, I think. There's a couple brands that people have used for a couple months and had no issues with. So I am gonna ditch this one, throw it away, and purchase a new one, and hopefully I can find one that's more reliable to keep in your vehicle for, a time when it actually comes where you need it. The second thing to this is I did leave it in the 4Runner, and we took a trip and we did a whole Utah tour and stuff like that, and the kids wanted to charge their phone, which, like I said, it has the USB ports right here on the side, and it was fully charged when I put it away in the car, and literally when they pulled it out to charge, it was dead. So I had to recharge it at the campsite to get it back up, and then it held its charge for, I'd say, 2-3 weeks until I jumped the car. But the thing is I had it in the car in case I needed, for some reason, to jump the vehicle, and it was dead. So like I said, I just want to put this together, do a quick review. This is not a really in-depth review of this thing on how capable it is or anything like that. The fact is that I bought it, I used it a handful of times, got a couple months out of it, and it literally died, and it's just a brick now. So if you're looking at this one, just go ahead and pass. Pay for a different brand. Hopefully you get better longevity out of it than I did. But this is do not recommend for this brand on this battery pack.